Today we're finally taking a look of the new Logitech G333 in-ear headphones with the microphone, and we're going to go into details. The fascinating thing is that they have 3.5mm connection and they have a Type-C connection as well. So what's it all about with these headsets? When you basically open the box, you have all the instruction right here written on the box on how to connect and how to use them basically. Now, opening it up, we have, well, I would say a small pouch to carry it around, to carry them around. The 3.5mm jack for your connectivity, it's 4-pole, so you get automatically a connection for your headset, for your in-ear headphones, and for your microphone, and you get additional cable that is 3.5mm to Type-C. Next to that, you get 3 sides of earbuds, so you can adjust everything as you wish, and this is it. So yeah, a cool way to place them, and you can carry them around in your pouch because everything fits perfectly nice, and these are important safety compliance information. Now, taking into consideration that these earphones are completely something different that Logitech did so far, I'm personally not used to in-ear headphones, and this will be completely strange for me because it kind of makes a certain pressure in your ear. But of course, if you're looking for something that is quite easy and affordable, because we're talking about a price around 50 euros, you can have these for basically anything. So the thing that they do when you place them inside your ear, if you're not accustomed to these ones, well, not specifically Logitech, but in-ear headphones, they kind of make a certain pressure in your ear, and it's not like you're using a standard earphones. This does something completely different, and basically that's all that I have to say about the design. So when we're talking about some technical specification, you have dual dynamic drivers, 5.8mm plus 9.2mm, which are dedicated for mids, highs, and bass to provide detailed, rich audio for games and music. Now, of course, they're more oriented for games than for music because it still gets a bit strange when you're listening to music. They're more for gaming, and you can basically hear the bullet drops and your enemies near you and similar stuff like that. Then you have the inline microphone, which is right here on the controller. The only thing is the controller works only when you connect it to the USB Type-C, which is really a shame, and it would be really cool if you could adjust the volume with the 3.5mm jack. And I'm saying this because I know some of you guys are playing on consoles and you want to connect the 3.5mm to your PlayStation 5 controller, and to of course adjust the volume and everything instead of going directly to your options and adjust the volume there, or however you do it on PlayStation 5. But for instance, in a computer, if you use them, you do have to adjust it through your Windows. So this is completely something different. Now, when we're talking about connecting it through Type-C, you get the possibility to adjust the volume with the plus and minus on the inline controller, and this is where of course you have the microphone that detects your sound. Unfortunately, you don't have a mute button, so this is something that needs to take into consideration if you're looking for something, well, in-ear headphones that have a mute button for your microphone. This would be really cool to add. But all in all, if you're thinking about the price per performance, basically comparing the price to your earphones, then I would say it's quite alright. Next to that, what we have to add is you can use the microphone to chat with your friends and teammates. Inline audio controls lets you play, pause, and mute music and sound, which we're missing the mute for your microphone. This is cool, and you have basically earphones with 3 different colors. You have the white, purple, and we have the model that is right here. The chassis of the earphone is basically steel, and you have a nice thin cable which doesn't get all wrapped up, even though if you just throw it in your bag, it won't get wrapped up. It will be plain straight because as you can see, it does get a bit wobbly, but it doesn't get tangled up, which is a cool feature. Now basically I'm a bit further from my standard position, just because the cable is 1.8 meters long, and currently we're testing the microphone over Type-C. Now fortunately I can't test 3.5 millimeter connection because my computer doesn't have the front jack that actually has a single 4-pole connector. I would have to use a splitter to connect it to the front 3.5 millimeter jacks, or at the back just to split the 4-pole to 2 3-pole headers. All in all, I would say that the sound is quite alright using it with the Type-C connection when it comes to the microphone. And when we're talking about the sound in game, as I said, you can hear the bullet drops, you can hear the enemies going very near you, but the only thing that it could be used for music as well, where you're on the go or something like that, but it's a completely different sound than usual when you're using a much higher quality headsets or earphones that are dedicated for that kind of stuff. So all in all, I would say I'm quite surprised with what Logitech did with the G333 in-ear headphones, specifically because it's a $50, €50 price range, and giving you a possibility with the headset and with the additional earpieces to adjust the size of your ear. Plus you have a Type-C connectivity, so you can connect it with that as well. The only issue with 3.5 millimeter jack, you can't connect and you can't basically adjust the volume through the inline controller. But my presumptions are Logitech won't stay on these ones. If they find a certain market for these ones, they will most likely go with the advanced version and make it with the inline controller for the 3.5 millimeter jack, and of course the mute for microphone and all the other stuff. Of course, I also like to mention that the Logitech G Hub with Type-C connection doesn't detect them, so this is really a shame, because you could most likely then adjust the equalizer and stuff like that, which would be really a big plus. So until Logitech decides to produce a new ones and create something new, you can check out the prices and everything below in the description. Of course, stay tuned, click the like, leave a comment below. Are you more into headsets or in-ear headphones? Subscribe, and I'll see you in another one. Bye bye guys.